Here we have a mock-up of a typical fire extinguisher. We will look at the general features and operation of an extinguisher before you move on to seeing extinguishers in action. All fire extinguishers are made up of a cylinder, a connection, gauge and valve, a release handle, a safety pin, and a nozzle. Extinguishers can fall into two categories: stored pressure or gas cartridge types. Stored pressure types are identified by a pressure gauge, with the exception of CO2, which is always stored pressure, but does not commonly have a pressure gauge. Stored pressure extinguishers are already pressurized and are ready for use. Gas cartridge type extinguishers require a cartridge to be pierced, which in turn pressurizes the extinguisher. This is most commonly done by depressing the extinguisher handle. It is vital that you are not standing directly over the top of the extinguisher during this process. To operate a fire extinguisher, first check the instructions on the side. These not only show you how to operate the extinguisher, but also give information about the type of fire on which they are effective. The next step is to remove the safety pin. Please note that some extinguishers may also have a tamper-proof tag, which should be removed before you remove the pin. This allows the release handle to be depressed. Before attempting to fight a fire, you must test the extinguisher. Never stand over the extinguisher when testing. Always stay an arm's length away from the cylinder when testing. Point the nozzle in a safe direction, taking the wind direction into consideration if outdoors, and depress, then release the handle to emit a quick burst of the extinguishant. Always hold the end of the nozzle on foam, water and dry powder extinguishers. This will provide maximum control as the pressurized content is passed through the nozzle. Once tested, keep the nozzle towards the fire and advance towards it. Once close enough, you can fight the fire. We will explain this in the accompanying videos. When approaching a fire, be aware that it can be dangerous, especially if it is a liquid or solid fire, as there is a risk of disturbing the actual fuel source of the fire. Always ensure you keep your route to your exit clear and are fully aware of this route at all times. Should the fire become too much for you to deal with, stop and exit the area. It is good practice to take the extinguisher with you.